Well, we do have gurus of the gram, and this is because there's so many online gurus talking to us about a variety of different things. Sometimes we're like, oh, what are they talking about? Sometimes I agree. And today's guru of the gram comes courtesy of Oprah Winfrey. Here's what she had to say.
You can love someone and still choose to say goodbye to them. You can miss a person every day and still be glad that they're no longer in your life. I think that for a lot of people, that's a contradiction, that if you love, then you're supposed to put up with it no matter what. I think there's such power and wisdom in that.
Right. Well, that is very true. Right. And listen, I feel like, have you been in that situation, Jasmine?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I used to think, and I talked to my therapist about this, I used to think that if I really cared about somebody and I wanted to leave them and it was too hard to do, that maybe I should be with them still. And my therapist is like, no. There are things in life that are going to be hard for you to do, and you just have to face them and you know, handle it.
It actually makes it harder to leave somebody when it's not bad and you do love them.
Yes. If they do something awful, it's easier.
Right. When you're like, okay, I just can't deal with this anymore. But when you're like, man, you know, I still love them, but even though it's not working, maybe I should give it another try. Maybe I should keep going. Yeah. And that's definitely happened to me. And it's good when you can be on good terms, but sometimes you got to just cut it off.
Yeah, and it's not easy. That's what sucks.
Right. Because it's kind of like wasting everybody's time. Mm-hmm. If you know it's not working, you know it's not going anywhere, but I still love you. Sometimes you could love somebody and then all of a sudden you love them like your brother.
Yeah.
We're just cool. Or you're just roommates.
Just roommates now. Mm-hmm.
And this is not going anywhere. And the best thing to do is to keep it moving. Mm-hmm. Or you could love somebody and they don't treat you right.
Yep.
All right, well, let's see what you guys think. 800-292-5150. Hey, Tammy, how are you?
I'm doing good. I just so I can quickly get through it. I'm presently going through that right now. Mm-hmm. And just because I know that I have to do it doesn't make it easy.
Right.
It's very difficult.
Ooh, so what happened?
Just levels of toxicity, and a great person, but toxicity started outweighing all the good, you know?
Right.
And it became a decision that just had to be done. But it's just, with all the greatness,
You okay?
It's hard because I'm actually going through it like now. I'm in the thick of it.
I'm sorry, honey. But you know what? You know what you have to do for yourself. And sometimes you got to put yourself above everything else because you matter. And if you're not right, then nothing in your life is going to line up the way you need it to.
Right.
Exactly. So I was like, it's a loss, but, you know, I'm trying to treat myself much nicer, you know, so I'm trying, but I know I have to go through the motions. You know, I know that I have to, but it is very difficult. You know, and I was like, even though I want it, it's not easy.
Well, maybe us talking about it. Maybe us talking about it today is a sign that you're in the right direction. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, and I'm trying. I have to get that out because I'm a type of person that kind of have that stoic face or that gang face all the time. Mm-hmm. So I know that's part of it.
Yeah, like I have and some of the best things we could do for ourselves are not the easiest
at all.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like something that's good for you always don't taste good. You know, so
doesn't feel good.
Yeah, so I'm just in the thick of it, and I'm going to get through it. I know, you know, I've been through, you know, trials and tribulations. I know, but just being in the midst of it right now is so hard.
All right. Well, we appreciate you so much. I know it wasn't easy to even have to speak on it, but
and you're not the only one going through that right now.
I can't wait till you look back and be like, "Woo, made it through."
I know, and that's what I want. I want to get through it so bad. I'm like, oh, you know, I hate this. You know, this feeling, you know, but
you got this.
Yeah. I'm just like, the sun is shining.
All right. Well,
and that's how I look at it. Thank you.
Hey, Tiffany, how are you?
Hi, Angela. How are you?
I'm doing well. We're talking about gurus of the gram. Have you ever loved somebody, but you had to let them go?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. We here for the details, girl.
Tell us.
So, I was in a very long relationship. At this point, it probably was like 16 years. We had a blended family, children that we had together and had from previous relationships. And as much as I was very much in love with this man, it was imperative that I step away from the relationship for myself and my own mental health, but also to make a better example for our children on what healthy relationships look like and what sometimes you have to make hard decisions that may be hard for you, but it could be a benefit. I mean, obviously, at this point, it's been 5 years since that happened, and he and I are in a way better space now. It gave us both the opportunity to grow separately and even come back together, you know, and try to work on if we could do that thing again. But sometimes it's necessary. It's hard, but it be necessary, you know.
You know
and
what? You're going to give so many people hope right now that are going through what you went through to see where you are 5 years later in a way better space.
Right.
Yeah, it was definitely hard, but, you know, like, the love is still there, the attraction, everything is still there, but it's even better now. We have even a better communication, and it looks better for our children. They're happier seeing us in the space we are now opposed to where we were before, you know?
Yeah,
it helps
you got to
them,
think.
and we have sons and daughters, so I feel like it's gonna give our kids the opportunity to know, like, sometimes I have to separate myself from things that doesn't make me a bad person. It might make me a better person, you know?
I love that.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing with
Definitely
us.
something for everybody.
She
Well,
sounds
thank
like she
you
got
for
it
taking the
together.
call.
You got it together, mama.
Y'all have a good rest of y'all day.
Thank you, you too. Hey, Russ, how are you?
I'm good, Angela. How are you doing?
Good. We're talking about this gurus of the gram, being in love or loving someone, but then having to leave them. What's your experience?
So my experience is I didn't leave somebody I loved. It was the other way around. I got left. The mother of my son, we were like high school sweethearts. We were together for a while. But due to a lot of little boy decisions I made, she had to leave me. But we found ourselves still trying to get back with each other throughout the years until finally, I guess she stopped trying.
Wow. How does it?
Yeah,
so how are you doing?
I mean, I'm good now. I had to do a lot of growing up, which I've done, and I've been single for the last, I think, a little over a year.
Okay.
Not keeping track of it, but you know, it's somewhere around there, a year or so.
But you understand why she had to leave you alone.
Yes, now I do. Before I didn't. Now I do.
Now he gets it.
Right. Sometimes it takes something drastic like that for somebody to finally realize.
Because she might have, if she didn't leave, he might have continued to do what he was doing or do what you were doing.
There's a chance, but I think that I would have ironed out my flaws.
We will never know.
Yeah, I guess so. But if she's listening, you know, I'm all grown up now.
Hey, okay, Russ.
I know that's right. I ain't grown, Russ.
All right. Well, thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you for growing up.
Yeah, we appreciate it. She does too.
Thank you.